This is Annex 1 of the First Geneva Convention, Draft Agreement relating to the hospital zones and localities. Article 1. Hospital zones shall be strictly reserved for the persons named in Article 23 of the Geneva Convention and for the amelioration of the I hope I'm pronouncing that right, of the condition of the wounded and sick in the armed forces in the field, August 12, 1949, and for the personnel entrusted with the organization and administration of these zones and localities, and with the care of the persons therein assembled. Nevertheless, persons whose permanent residence is within such zones shall have the right to stay there. Article 2. No persons residing in whatever capacity in a hospital zone shall perform any work either within or without the zone directly connected with military operations or the production of war material. Article 3. The power establishing a hospital zone shall take all necessary measures to prohibit access to all persons who have no right of residence or entry therein. Article 4. Hospital zones shall fulfill the following conditions. They shall comprise only a small part of the territory governed by the power which has established them. B. They shall be thinly populated in relation to the possibilities of accommodation. C. They shall be far removed and free from all military objectives or large industrial or administrative establishments. D. They shall not be situated in areas which, according to every probability, may become important for the conduct of war. Article 5. Hospital zones shall be subject to the following obligations. A. The lines of communications and means of transport which they possess shall not be used for the transport of military personnel or material even in transit. B. They shall in no case be defined by military means. Article 6. Hospital zones shall be marked by the means of the Red Cross, Red Crescent, Red Lion, and Sons on a white background placed on the outer precincts and on the buildings. They may be similarly marked at night by means of appropriate illuminations. Article 7. The power shall communicate to all the high contracting parties in peacetime or on the outbreak of hostilities a list of all the hospital zones in the territories governed by them. They shall also give notice to any new zones set up during hostilities. As soon as the adverse party has received the above-mentioned notification, the zone shall be regularly constituted. If, however, the adverse party considers that the conditions of the present agreement have not been fulfilled, it may refuse to recognize the zone by giving immediate notice thereof to the party responsible for said zone, or make its recognition of such zone dependent upon the institution of the control provided for in Article 8. Article 8. Any power having recognized one or several hospital zones instituted by the adverse party shall be entitled to demand control by one or more special commissions for the purpose of ascertaining if the zones fulfill the conditions and obligations stipulated in the present agreement. For this purpose, members of special commissions shall at all times have free access to the various zones and may even reside there permanently. They shall be given all facilities for the duties of inspection. Article 9. Should the special commissions note any facts which they consider contrary to the stipulations of the present agreement, they shall at once draw the attention of the power governing the said zone to these facts, and shall fix a time limit of 5 days within which the matter should be rectified. They shall duly notify the power who has recognized the zone. If when the time limit has expired, the power of the governing zone has not complied with the warning, the adverse party may declare that it is no longer bound by the present agreement in respect to the said zone. Article 10. Any power setting up one or more hospital zones and localities and any power setting up one or more hospital zones and localities and the adverse parties to whom their existence hath been notified shall nominate or have nominated by neutral powers the persons who shall be members of the special commissions mentioned in Article 8 and 9. Article 11. In no circumstances may hospital zones be the object of attack. They shall be protected and respected at all times by the parties to the conflict. Article 12. In the case of occupation of a territory, the hospital zones therein shall continue to be respected and utilized as such. Their purpose may, however, be modified by the occupying power on the condition that all measures are taken to ensure the safety of the persons accommodated. Article 13. The present agreement shall also apply to localities which the powers may utilize for the same purpose as hospital zones. This is the end of the First Geneva Convention. We have 4 more to go. And then 3 protocols. Stay tuned.